A post went viral on my feed last week. 4 words, all caps. Traditional RAG is dead. It's not dead, not even close. But the thing everyone was fighting about, that part is very real. Because classic RAG has one specific blind spot, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Ask it a needle question, what's our refund window? And it nails that every single time. But ask about the whole haystack, what are the main themes across all of it? And it just falls apart. The fix is called GraphRAG. Instead of a pile of loose text chunks, it builds a knowledge graph of your data and answers from the whole map. It came out of Microsoft Research, it's fully open source, and it's sitting at 34,000 stars on GitHub. On those whole dataset questions, it beat ordinary RAG up to 83% of the time in Microsoft's own tests. There was just one ugly catch. Indexing a single dataset used to cost around $33,000. So here's the plan, how it works, why it wins, and the update that flips the whole RAG is dead story on its head. Quick refresher, because the contrast is the whole point. Normal RAG works like a librarian with a search box. You ask a question, it searches a vector database, grabs the handful of chunks that look most similar, and pastes them into the prompt. But before any of that, your documents get shredded. Every file is sliced into little chunks, a few hundred tokens each, and every chunk becomes a vector, a long list of numbers that captures its rough meaning. At query time, it embeds your question the same way and pulls the nearest chunks, nearest in meaning. That's the whole trick, and for a huge range of tasks, it genuinely works great. If the answer lives inside one chunk, a definition, a date, a single policy line, vector search finds it fast and cheap. The researchers call these local questions. The trouble starts with global questions. What are the recurring risks across every contract we signed this year? No single chunk holds that answer. It's smeared across hundreds of them. It gets worse. If a topic shows up in 20 places, vector search might hand you 3 chunks that flatly contradict each other, with zero signal about which one actually wins, and you can't just retrieve more. Cramming 500 fragments into the prompt doesn't create understanding. It buries the model in noise and blows straight past the context window. So RAG grabs its top 5 chunks and calls it done. But those 5 have no idea the other 400 exist. No connections, no overview, just a random handful of pieces, and a confident guess. GraphRAG attacks this from the opposite end. Instead of waiting for your question, it does the hard work up front, reading the entire corpus and building a structured map of what's inside. It's basically what a sharp analyst does by hand. Read everything, jot down who relates to whom, group the notes by theme, then answer from the notes. GraphRAG just automates that at machine scale. Step 1. An LLM goes document by document and pulls out the entities it mentions, people, companies, products, concepts, and this is the part vector RAG throws away. It also records how each one connects to the others. That relationship layer is the whole ballgame. Vector RAG only knows a chunk mentions a CEO and a lawsuit. The graph knows the CEO is named in the lawsuit, and that's a fact you can actually follow. It cleans up as it goes too. Microsoft, MSFT, and the company all resolve into one node, so the graph never splinters the same thing into 3. Wire all of that together and you get a knowledge graph. Every entity is a node. Every relationship is an edge. Now the links between ideas are real data, not something buried inside a paragraph. Then it runs community detection over that graph, finding dense clusters of entities that keep showing up together. Those clusters are, basically, the topics your data organizes itself into, with nobody labeling them. And it's layered. Small communities nest inside larger ones, giving you a full hierarchy, from tight subtopics all the way up to the big themes of the entire dataset. Here's the move that makes it fast. For every community, an LLM writes a summary ahead of time. Before you ask a single thing, GraphRAG already holds a running table of contents for your whole corpus. Now that impossible global question is almost easy. It reads the relevant community summaries, drafts a partial answer from each, then merges them into one. It's finally seeing the forest, instead of 5 random trees. It's got 2 gears, actually. Global search for the broad theme questions, and local search that hops along the graph's edges to follow a specific entity, chasing connections vector search would never see. And because every claim traces back to specific entities and source documents, the answers arrive with receipts. You can check exactly where each point came from, which is more than most RAG setups can offer. So does it actually work? Over a class of global sense-making questions on million token datasets, GraphRAG beat a conventional RAG baseline on comprehensiveness, how much of the answer it covered, winning up to 83% of the head-to-head comparisons. It won on diversity too, around 62%, meaning it surfaced more distinct angles instead of 5 chunks all making the exact same point. there's a quieter win too. Because every answer is grounded in an explicit graph, the model does far less guessing about how things connect, which tends to mean fewer confident hallucinations. This is why the earliest adopters were intelligence analysts and researchers, people who don't want one fact, they want to make sense of a giant, messy pile nobody has read end to end. Picture 10,000 news articles. Ask for the top storylines this month. FlatRag hands you 5 articles. GraphRAG hands you the actual themes, with the specific stories sitting underneath each one. Microsoft even shipped a mode called Drift Search that starts local and then drifts outward along the graph, so a narrow question can still pull in the broader context sitting around it. But now the bill comes due. Building that graph means an LLM has to read every document and describe every entity and relationship on a real corpus that's millions of tokens before you've even asked a question. In early 2024, indexing one dataset this way could run about $33,000. That's the moment half the internet wrote GraphRAG off as a gorgeous demo nobody could afford to run. Then, late in 2024, Microsoft dropped the sequel, LazyGraphRAG. Same graph-powered answers, but the indexing cost came in at 0.1% of the original. That's not a typo, 1,000 times cheaper. How? It stops paying a premium model to pre-read your whole library. It sketches the graph with cheap, old-school language processing and saves the expensive LLM for query time, the one moment that actually needs it. And querying got radically cheaper as well, over 700 times cheaper than the original global search for the same answer quality. That $33,000 job, people now run it for about $30. One write-up summed it up perfectly. In 18 months, $33,000 became $33. The single biggest reason to avoid GraphRAG basically evaporated overnight, and it stopped being a research toy. LazyGraphRAG ships inside Microsoft's own products now, and the wider ecosystem, Neo4j, Llama Index, and a stack of others, is baking graph retrieval into everything. Some teams skip Microsoft's pipeline entirely and go graph native on a database like Neo4j, querying the relationships directly. Same core idea, different plumbing underneath. There's a bonus too. That graph isn't only for questions, it's a reusable asset. You can explore it or hand it straight to other tools. You built a map of your knowledge, not a throwaway cache. So, the big question, is traditional RAG actually dead? Honestly, no. For a simple fact lookup, plain vector search is still faster and a lot cheaper. GraphRAG there would be total overkill. And if your data is small, a couple dozen documents, skip all of this, paste them into the prompt, or use plain RAG. The graph only earns its keep once the pile gets genuinely big. And the newest systems don't even pick a side. They blend vector search and the graph, using whichever one fits the question. That whole versus framing was kind of fake the entire time. It's not settled either. A 2026 paper argued a well-tuned vector setup can rival GraphRAG on many tasks at a fraction of the complexity. This debate is very much still alive, so here's the honest headline. RAG didn't die, it grew up. It stopped memorizing loose pages and finally learned the map that connects them. Your cheat sheet, a needle in a haystack fact, use vector RAG. An understand the whole thing question, reach for GraphRAG. Want both without the giant bill? LazyGraphRAG. That's the real story behind the scary headline. If this made GraphRAG finally click, that's the whole point of this channel. I'll see you in the next one.